Is the US in a space race against China? Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our channel where we delve deep into some of the most pressing issues of our time. In this video, we'll be discussing if the US is currently in a space race with China. Space exploration is one of the most exciting areas of science, and the race to space has been a defining feature of the last 60 years. Today, China has emerged as a potential challenger to the United States, and the race is heating up. In this video, we will take a closer look at the US-China space race and what it means for the future of space exploration. China's space ambitions. China has been ramping up its space program significantly in the past few years. The country's space missions include putting 3 astronauts in space, launching its own space station, and landing a rover on the far side of the moon, all in less than a decade. In September 2020, China launched its Change 4 mission, sending a lunar lander and rover on a never-before-accomplished mission to explore the far side of the moon. This mission was a significant milestone in China's quest to become a space power. China has already announced its next mission, the Change 5, which aims to bring lunar samples back to Earth in an attempt to catch up with the US, which last completed a sample return mission in 1972. China has also been developing other space capabilities like satellite technology, an anti-satellite missile, and a new generation of reusable spacecraft. China's space industry has developed rapidly over the last few years, and many experts believe it has the potential to overtake the US in space technology within the next few decades. The United States' response to China's space ambitions. The United States is not taking China's space ambitions lightly. Since the end of the Space Shuttle program in 2011, the US has relied on Russia to transport its astronauts to the International Space Station, ISS. While NASA has continued its work on the Artemis program, which aims to send astronauts to the moon again by 2024, the funding levels for this program have been in question, threatening its viability. In 2020, the United States Space Force was created, a military branch dedicated to space, showing a new emphasis on the space domain and its significance for national security. The US has also initiated partnerships with private space companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, which are developing reusable rockets to launch satellites and eventually transport astronauts to space. These partnerships will make it possible for NASA to focus on its core mission of space exploration while private companies lead the way in commercial space activity. The race to Mars. Mars is seen as the ultimate goal of space exploration, and both China and the United States are racing to get to the red planet first. In July 2020, China launched its mission to Mars, called Tianwen-1. This mission aims to study the geology and atmosphere of Mars, as well as land on the planet's surface and deploy a rover. The United States has also been making significant strides in its efforts to reach Mars. NASA's Mars 2020 mission, which launched in July 2020, aims to land a rover on the red planet to collect samples and search for signs of past microbial life. The United States has a long history of Mars exploration, with the Mars Exploration Rover mission in 2003 and the Curiosity rover landing in 2012. The future of the space race. The race to space has always been about prestige, national pride, and securing military and commercial advantages. In recent years, the race has intensified with the rise of new players like China. There is no doubt that the competition between the United States and China is heating up. With China's growing space capabilities, it is possible that they may surpass the US in some space technology areas within the next few decades. However, the US has a long history of space exploration, and its private companies are leading the way in commercial space activities, indicating that the United States is not likely to be surpassed easily. The US also has critical partnerships with long-standing allies like the European Space Agency and Japan, providing a strategic advantage in space. In conclusion, there is no denying that the race to space is on, with China making significant strides in recent years. Still, the United States is not standing idly by, with new partnerships and initiatives working towards keeping the US competitive. The space race has always been about much more than national pride, and the benefits of space exploration are enormous, from scientific advances to new technologies. What's certain is that the future belongs to those who can harness the power of space innovation and exploration. Thank you for joining, and until next time, goodbye. Thanks for watching.